$100 suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Put some running in the shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, don't play with it, baby. Say your time, what you gonna do? Don't play with it, baby. Exactly. You were built like that.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team, 6 rings with a.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action this time with Love. And incomplete to open things up.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Michel on the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Love now to pass on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Working out of the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Love from the gun. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. That's the run. That's the run. That's the run.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He'll take it at the 42. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
He was brought down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Patriots nothing.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
The Packer 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Love now on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Makes the score.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On the ground, this is the shell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 10, Patriots 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
2 yards on.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17. Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, Michel looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Packers.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Again, it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Love flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the gun, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Both over to Mike. Mike Green, Jack. Let's go, defense. This whole team. 44, Mike, 44.
Throwing again, Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
39-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims.
Complete.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down now, Michel, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the gun, they run with Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Single, slot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll give it here to his running back. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
1st down, Packers.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love, short throw to Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The 42.
Let's get it. Ready up. 59. Mike's 59. There we go. Back in 60. Check. 59. 59.
Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. On the ground is Michel. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's caught left side by the tight end Keene. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. We'll get this underneath to Michel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Following the interception, Love got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Tyler Lockett.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's brought down.
Aaron Jones.
10 more there and another first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. For another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. 3 down.
And it's Michel once again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down now, Michel. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. It seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Michel. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.